Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to my comfy art corner. Jordan here, and today I'm going to go through my sketchbooks from 2023, of which, as you can see, there are only two, because technically I finished the last one from 2022 in the middle of 2023, but kind of had a bit of a pause, a lot of family stuff going on in that year, so that's why there's not as much art, because we had other priorities at the time. So we're going to go through this one first. So on the cover here, we've got a character that I don't think I ever actually named that was going to be a Pathfinder character, because basically at one point there was a whole thing with D&D and we were like, maybe we don't want to play anymore. Eventually the Wizards walked it back because it was nonsense. But yeah, this is me using a toned sketchbook for the first time, really. Just playing around with, I think it was gouache I had, the jelly gouache that was like all the rage for a while. This is a little comic I made for Constance, because she has a little dragon that she adopted. This doesn't actually happen in game. I've just sort of like imagined it post game. So this is like her party up here, and little dragon got distracted by a butterfly. I still really, really like how that panel came out. He looks so cute. But he's not quite mastered flying yet. So she hops on her horse, goes real fast to the edge of the cliff, and tries to catch him. So she jumps after him, grabs him, and then her holy symbol makes her transform into a dragon, which I really, really love this panel still. The rest of it, not so much, but that previous page, this is just, I love it. And she does a flip in the air, and then they're back on land, and then they have a cuddle. The end. This was me designing Maisie, my dwarf artificer, for the Dragonlance game we did on Sundays, which we have just completed. So that was fun. Don't think artificer is what I'm going to come back to be honest. I don't know if it was the fact she was an artificer or if it was the dwarf, because I don't usually play dwarves, but I had a lot of fun designing her, because she's a battlesmith. I had a lot of fun designing this guy, her what's it called? The construct thing that fights for her. That was her backstory, and that's her again. He's my emotional support robot. Some random teeth. A doodle of Adam on his laptop. Doodle of Adam reading on his phone. Let's turn it around that way. Yeah. I say doodle, it was like a life sketch. There's more of Maisie and Spike. Had a lot of fun, like with black and white and color on the toned paper. A bit Last Unicorn inspired there, and then it was Cattober again. So there's Rory, Courage's flying cat. There's Omen, Portent's flying cat. There's Omen trying to be a distraction while Portent is trying to do spell homework. Cheshire Cat. Melody is a cat with a thing that she has hunted. Omen being drunk, apparently. Yzma. Is that my voice? There is Omen and Bune. There's Omen again. There's a lot of Omen in this. There is Melody is a cat. And yes, she tends to keep her antlers in wild shape form. Omen again. Just a random magic kitty. Again, Murder Cube. Rory vibing in the sunshine. I think that's. I don't know who that cat is. Omen being Elvis or something. Omen as a moth. I like how this one turned out. It's a bit silly, but it just feels. It reminds me of Art Attack, if anyone remembers that show at all. There's sort of a fusion of Omen and Portent as a Sphinx, which I think turned out really cute. Cat is liquid, so there's Omen being poured out of a glass. Courage and Rory just vibing by a campfire. I think Rory got himself stuck in the toilet paper. Omen balancing a candle on her head. A cat with armor on. Omen trying to grab tarot cards. My character Trouble as a cat. Omen and Portent again. A giant fluffy cat. And a tiny little normal kitty for scale. Because, didn't have a banana. Ghost with, little kitty friend. Oh, this is Mochi, my festival cleric character. Again, his race and subclass are from. Well, his race is from Heliana's, and I think the subclass is from Larsen's something or other. One of the other Loot Tavern books. Designing a tattoo for Melody. Courage, praying, again, practicing, designing that tattoo. While everyone else went in somewhere, Melody was kind of on Overwatch, so she turned into a bird to keep an eye on things, and this image just came into my head. Again, something I should maybe make into a sticker. They polymorphed someone into a bunny to kidnap them. So this is bird Melody being like, I am the cute animal companion here. There's Courage being a blacksmith. Designing Courage's shield. Did a one shot where Melody got kind of a symbiote. That was fun. That's just more of that design. Pinterest studies, some animal drawings. I had a lot of fun drawing versions of the little ghost character. More Pinterest stuff. I think I was feeling sorry for myself that day. I don't think I was feeling well. So it was I'm going to draw my characters in a nice comfy blanket because I want to be in a nice comfy blanket right now. Study. The face turned out weird. I'm sorry, whoever this was a photo of. There were some cute socks that had fluffy feet, and I wanted to draw a whisper in them. That's the whole reason for the drawing. I just had a bit of fun with some watercolor, and then I decided it needed something on top of it, so I drew a unicorn. Little ghost friend is back, and there's Courage saying bye-bye. But yeah, that was that one. Now for this little sketchbook that was from November to the end of December. So there is Courage being sad. There's what's her name? Begins with an L, I think. The Holly font from Descent into Avernus. There's Rory. Oh, some Child of Light fan art. I'm pretty sure I put this on my Instagram. because I was happy with it. I thought it turned out pretty cute. I was playing with some stuff I got in a scroller box. Really cute picture I drew Defiance. Not that I'm biased or anything. A weird looking frog. Defiance looking cute. Sarabi. I think this was me trying to design that one of Courage's kids again. I still wasn't quite happy with it though. This is Arcus. This is my partner's character in my game that I ran. Some flower doodles. I have a pencil that goes from like blue to red and white. I just sketched my partner with that. Some cat doodles. Ghost friend is back. This was a mashup of two of my characters. I have a better version in digital art, but this was fun to make. Biblically accurate unicorn angel. There's Maisie and Spike having a good time. I guess my partner had a hole in his sock that day, and that was his hands playing video games. I think that was Elfie's character protecting Ike's character, Olivia, because she'd gone down at some point. There's Shale and Heliodor again. And the writing at the top just says, Trainer Topaz wants to battle. Go, Shale. I choose you, Heliodor. And then it's got the like things for the Pokeballs. Here is Portent being angsty, and I forgot to draw her horns. That was Scroller Box again. Aw. Littlefoot and his mom. I said mum so American there. That was weird. Sorry. I think I've got some new paints. Yeah, some Julia K paints, which her paints are so nice. I need to get some more when I have a little bit of spare funds, because I do enjoy them very much. Some Topaz doodles. Some more of... I knew I'd had her name somewhere. Sorry, I couldn't remember what this character's name was before she was a tiefling. As a tiefling, her name is Sadness. Because, you know, there is a whale jumping out of the water. There is Shale doing a derpy face. And some doodles. Some little ghost guys. Topaz being very sad because her child was missing and her partner was dead at this point. So, you know, kind of hard to cope. But you know, there's her with a happy face there. These were some fun doodles. I'm sorry that I keep... oh yeah, this was based on that meme. So Topaz is like, I went to space, you know. And then some future grandkid first is like, okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed. There's Topaz again. I think I did a lot of pen sketches because I wanted to try and be looser with stuff. There's Sadness again. It's what she would have looked like if she'd, you know, been in Star Wars land still. Just a silly, dumb picture of Heliodor there. Topaz with a Pokemon egg. And then that is it. So that is all for this video. I know it's a bit of a shorter one compared to the others, but like I said, this wasn't a big year for art for me. because of other things going on. But I still drew. And, you know, some of the art in here I really, really enjoyed making. I did also do, you know, some digital art during this time, so that's obviously not going to be in my sketchbook. Let's put it in the center there. So yeah, again, if you enjoyed this, please do leave a comment. I would love to know what you think, and like and subscribe if you did, and if you didn't, please just have a nice day. You know, not everyone likes everything, and that's fine. I enjoyed making this art, so I hope people enjoy seeing it. So I will see you all in the next video, and hope you have a good one until then. Bye-bye.